It was 20 years ago today that the tragedy of 9/11 occurred. I'm sure those of us old enough to remember know exactly where we were when we heard about the tragedy of the towers and then learned more to our horror the other acts of terrorism on that terrible Tuesday. I was just beginning to prepare for celebrating 8 o'clock Mass. I was at Our Lady of Good Hope Parish in Milwaukee, and Preacher told me that a plane had crashed into one of the towers. At that moment, nobody realized the enormity or the terrorist nature of those actions. But that is a moment that changed us forever. When we think of the enormity of life lost that day, perhaps the loss of innocence, the attack against people on our own soil, we remember the tragedy of the lives lost, those grievously injured, and the heroes that rushed in to help in a situation of absolute chaos and horror and suffering. 9/11 changed us forever, and it united us for a while in a common purpose and in mourning for the dead. I remember the bumper stickers, "We will never forget." To commemorate an anniversary is not simply to recall a historical event, but it's to draw within ourselves lessons learned and virtues embraced. So when I think of that phrase, "we will never forget," can we allow this observance of the 20th anniversary of 9/11 to draw us together as a nation again, not against an enemy in terms of a human being, but against the enemy of violence, the enemy of division, the enemy of disrespect for the humanity of each other. In our Christian vision, we see every person as our brother and sister. And so we pray for those who still embrace the path of terrorism, the path of violence, who somehow see that as a solution to our problems. And this observance of the anniversary calls us to renew our efforts to be peacemakers, to work for a world of reconciliation, a world of justice and mercy, where every single person is welcomed, loved, and nurtured, and receives what they need to live a dignified life as a child of God. That has always been the vision of the church. So as we honor 9/11, we ask the Lord to bless our country, and in this time of conflict and challenge, to bless us with unity of purpose, grounded in the teachings that God has given to us, that are the moral guidelines for us to live well, not only in the next life, but in this life as brothers and sisters.